Alright guys, so we are back with another twab, and Max has explained to me that this is going to be a big one, so I'm going to very briefly go through the bits that matter. Like, I'm not going to go through the YouTube videos that they've linked to the top or anything. I've got a whole separate video on that on my channel if you want to go and check that out. But apparently this is the one, again according to Max. I've not seen anything just yet. I've literally just got back from work. I was supposed to be editing a YouTube video, but I guess I'm doing this now. Apparently there's a few nerfs to Warlock and things like that, so we're going to take a look here. Right, so this week in Destiny, we open more doors, some could call them portals, into the Edge of Fate's Kepler destination. Good, I want to know more about that. Armor 3.0 and our brand new gearing tier system. There's been so much to share lately, and today is no different. Okay, well, the more information, the better, right? To a certain degree, depends on what they're nerfing. We'll be chatting a bit more about our goals for the new system and sharing more details about our updated season pass, the reward pass, and here's the breakdown. So we've got a few bullet points here. They've got save the date again. That's probably going to be the live stream for next week. Live stream recap. That's a bit that we're going to ignore. Again, I've got a video on all of that right now if you guys want to go and check that out. Armor 3.0, abilities balance, and that's the one that's probably going to upset me. Season pass updates and Bungie Day is coming soon. I wonder if we're going to get like a fun little thing in Destiny for Bungie Day. Let's dig in, it says here. So tune into our next developer stream. We know all about that. Skipping past that. Everyone watching our developer stream will get this emblems. This is a new emblem if you tune in. Oh, that's very Zelda. That gives me Zelda vibes. We're gonna skip past that as well. I've already made a video on all of this if you guys want to go and check that out on the channel. New armor for a new beginning. So armor 1.0 laid the groundwork. Armor 2.0 built upon it with more perks and flair. And armor 3.0 adds a whole new layer that will add more to build crafting opportunities than ever before. Here we're going to talk about Destiny armor. Let's go. It's been a while since our core armor system received a refresh, hasn't it? Armor 2.0 has been with us since the release of Shadowkeep. Yeah, it's the longest time, and has been iterated upon with each release. From the introduction of stasis aspects and fragments to the release of prismatic subclass, it's held as strong as the world changed around it. Fair enough. It's about time we gave it a well-earned refresh. With the release of the Edge of Fate, any new armor release will be using the new 3.0 system. Don't worry, the armor rolls you already have won't change. They will just have their stats moved over for a 1-to-1 ratio, as described a couple of weeks ago. While the system was featured in the developer insight video linked above, here's a quick overview of how things will work. So we've got set bonuses here. Think of set bonuses like an origin trait for armor, a reflection of that armor's theme that you can fold into the way your build plays. Okay, but that's only going to be like certain aspects, I think. So set bonuses and perks are granted when you equip 2 or 4 pieces of armor from the same set. This allows you to either blend 2 separate sets or to commit to 2 bonuses from the same set. Each set bonus has been built with both approaches in mind, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can create. Okay, so basically TLDR, no longer will there ever be triple 100 stats. You can only really get double 100 or double 200 or whatever, I think, based on what it's saying here. The benefits that set bonuses provide cover a pretty wide range of options, from brand new effects to more familiar tools and a new package. We've included a pair of examples below, and we've got quite few more at launch. So if you prefer something better suited for staying in the fight or for crucible dueling, there will be plenty of new toys to pick from. Okay, so we've got the Aeon renewal and Texsec. I think that's it. Yeah, Texsec. Okay. So this is a 2-piece armor. This is a 4-piece armor. So this is just these are 2 different armor sets right here, right? So this is going to explain to you what this armor set will give you with 2 perks and 4 perks, etc, etc. So with the Aeon renewal set, 2 pieces will, it says here, after a final blow with missiles, rocket launchers, and grenade launchers, sprint for a short time. So this is like movement speed, right? And you've got the 4 perk, which once per activation of anomalous servos, sprinting while at critical health, being suspended, or being slowed by a stasis effect will immediately grant a speed boost for a short duration. So that's pretty good because, you know, we get suspended a lot in PvE. And then we've got Texsec, which is Wreckler. You will do significantly increased kinetic damage to overshields, combatant shields, and constructs. That's a pretty cool one. And then we've got the 4 perk one, whereby defeating powerful combatants or breaking a combatant's shield with kinetic damage releases a disorienting kinetic shockwave. That's pretty cool. I like that. Out of the, I mean, there's obviously going to be more when the Edge of Fate releases. However, this is the one that stands out to me the most so far. Armor archetype. So one of the major focuses for us when redesigning how armor works in the Edge of Fate was clarity. Not only do these changes help newer Guardians acclimate to more complex build crafting, but they also help experienced players quickly evaluate individual armor drops and decide what is the best fit for their build. Armor archetypes are a key part of that effort. So each Armor 3.0 drop has a randomly selected armor archetype. Each of the 6 available archetypes are themed around a specific playstyle and determine the 2 highest stat of each piece of armor. That's cool. I do like that. Each piece of armor will also roll with a tierity or lowest stat randomly selected from the remaining 4 stats. Yeah, we saw that in the preview. The primary brackets highest and secondary brackets second highest stat is determined by your archetype, making armor reliably spiky. Yeah, again, we saw that. We've also updated the armorer ghost mods. I actually mentioned that in the preview. I actually wondered if they were going to update that. Obviously, it makes sense for them to do so, and they have. To increase, the specific stat bonuses you want to go for. Overall, we found the new system makes it much easier to earn armor where its stat are landing where you need them to be, rather than in stats you don't want them for your build. Okay, fine, that's okay. So Paragon, super primary, melee secondary, grenadier, grenade primary, super secondary, specialist, clash primary. I mean, you guys can read all of that. It seems fairly self-explanatory for now. Moving on from that, we've got masterworking. With the all new and shiny armor set bonuses to try out, we wanted to make sure that it was easy to try out a new piece of armor. So with that, we've updated our masterworking system for any armor 3.0 drops. Just got some bullet points here. All armor 3.0 drops will have their maximum armor energy available regardless of what masterwork level they are, and masterworking armor no longer increases all stats. The amount granted by the primary, secondary, and tierity stat rolled with will not change. Okay, I see. So it literally, okay, that does make sense to me. Yeah, with the exception of armors, I understand what they mean. Masterworking now increases your lowest 3 stats of that piece by +1 with each level. This is a maximum of +5 for each, or +15 stat total. Yeah, because there's three tiers, right? Okay, right. So gear tiers. A piece of gear's tier represents its quality and strength compared to other legendary drops. For example, the higher the tier weapon, the better it is, basically. So tier 5 is the best. This is all very self-explanatory. This is a visually descriptive way of basically what they spoke about in the developer live stream that we watched. Yeah, again, I've made a video on all of this, guys, so if you want to check that out on the channel, that is available right now to watch. Okay, okay, right, so exotic armor. I don't think they touched upon exotic armor, did they? To make this transition a little easier, Either One will be offering 20 free focused exotic armors per account to anyone that has the tower access prior to the release of Edge of Fate. The special focusing will be available throughout the Year of Prophecy and will allow you to focus any non-class item. Okay, fine. Yeah, thank God they're doing that. Okay, so again, I think we did touch upon pretty much most of this in the most recent video that I've made as well. All right, let's talk about gear swapping.
Talking about like popping your super, like Well of Radiance, and then changing the prismatic to benefit for Sanguine Alchemy. It's specifically talking about Sanguine Alchemy.
Yeah, literally
it's just a hard nerf to that.
So swapping to this exotic in combat will apply a 10-second cooldown before its perk can be activated. Okay, so starting with the Edge of Fate, certain exotic armor and weapons will be specially featured, gaining the same benefits as new gear and will change with each expansion and major update. At the Edge of Fate's launch, 28 exotic weapons and 15 exotic armor pieces for each class will be featured, including the all-new Edge of Fate exotic armor and weapons below. But don't worry, even if your favorite isn't on the list, you'll still be able to use it in almost everywhere you go. Okay, fine. So for Warlock, which is pretty much what I care about, we have got Felwinter's Helm, Fallen Sunstar, Nothing Manacles, Bordador's Wrath Weavers, Starfire Protocol, Wings of Sacred Dawn, Mantle of the Battle Harmony, Matadoxia, Rhymecoat Raymond. I actually used that on my stasis build. Geomax Stabilizers, recently used that on a build that I put together myself by myself, no help whatsoever on my arc build. Prometheum Spur, Boost of the Assembler, Second Filaments, and Swarmers, and Eunoia. I'll very quickly just go through Hunter and Titan. So we got the Dragon Shadow, Mask of Baccharis, Blight Ranger, not going to say that, Mask of Fiality, Kepri Sting, Oathkeeper, Athras' Embrace, Renewal Grasp, Caliban's Hands, Gifted Conviction, Lucky Pants, Star Eater Scales, Speedloader Slacks, that weird name, Precious Scars for Titan, Worm God Caress, Ursa Furiosa, Icefall Mantle, Point Contact Cannon Brace, Pyrogale Gauntlets, Wishful Ignorance, Crest of Alpha Lupi, Inctium War Rigs, or Actium War Rigs, sorry. Mark 44, Standard Sights, my back, Peregrine Grease, Phoenix Cradle, the Path of the Burning Steps, Ebient Leap, Milas Pinal, blah, 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 I don't know, these names are so fucking weird, man. Alright, then we've got weapons, this is where it gets juicy, so we've got DMT, Wicked Implement, Outbreak Perfected, Barodiad, Lumina, Wishender, Newland Beyond, Aegir Scepter, The Navigator, Arbalest, Centrifuge, Tommy's Maxbook, Choir of One, Polaris Lance, Graviton Lance, Ariana's Vow, Devil's Ruin, Hierarchy of Knees, Slayer's Pang, Lodestar, Legend of Acrius, Microcosm, Winter's Bite, Worldline Zero, Fonanity's Augur, Third Iteration, Graviton Spike, and Redacted. Okay. Well, I mean, we all know that the Redacted Exotic is the Strand Heavy that we've been seeing in the playthroughs that have come out. So there's that. Anyway, oh, fuck off. Don't do it. Just leave my stasis alone. Balancing the scale of abilities. Warlock. Oh my god. Stats and abilities go hand in hand, so it's only fitting that we share the remaining upcoming ability changes coming to the Edge of Fate. If you recall, we spoke about the melee tuning and other various ability changes in last week's TWID, so check out that info. We spoke about prismatic changes a few weeks ago, so to summarize, it's been a little too hot since release and it's made some challenges trivial. So we're we're reining it in to be more in line with other subclasses. I mean, to be fair, that was needed. Like, it literally got to the point where it was like, why would you not use prismatic? You know what I mean? I mean, the only time you wouldn't use prismatic is if you wanted to use a specific super, but aspects and fragments didn't really matter. Alright, so we've got Warlock, prismatic, reduce the number of fragment slots provided by the following aspects. Helion, I use that. Bleakwasher, I use that. Brilliant, I use both of those things. Dev note, the abilities per minute of the prismatic subclass is very high, so we're pulling a small amount of efficiency out of their engines to achieve a heavier balance of gunplay and ability usage. Looking forward, we'll be working to make sure the prismatic subclass feel like they have a variety of great builds. Blah, that's a boo, that's a boo. We've also got Prismatic and Strand. So Weaver's core aspects can now generate threadlings on any final blow instead of just Strand final blows. Dev note, this change will allow for easier threadling generation. That'll be cool for my threadling build that I've made. Then we've got Void, Pocket Singularity, which is your melee. Increased Pocket Singularity damage versus non-boss combatants by 20%, so that's a buff. Increased Pocket Singularity damage versus bosses combatants by 56%, that's also a buff. Pocket Singularity was feeling a little bit weak compared to other melees, especially given its relative short range. Yeah, fine, that's a buff then. So we've got Titan's Prismatic. Reduce the number of fragment slots provided by the following aspects. So Consecration is from 3 to 2. How much does that actually affect you?
None.
Brilliant. Solar Consecration, increase fragment slots provided from 2 to 3. Am I stupid? Oh, aspect of fragments. Yeah, sorry, my bad. We've given Consecration an additional fragment slot on the Solar subclass. Yeah, okay, I get it. So this is specifically on Prismatic. This is specifically on Solar. Okay, I understand. Cool. I mean, that does make sense. Why would you give Consecration an extra benefit on a non-Solar subclass, if that makes sense? It just makes sense to do that for Solar specifically. Gives you more of an incentive to go back to Solar and not just stick on Prismatic. And then you've got Prismatic / Strand. So Drenger's Lash aspect, increased tracking strength of a base suspend wave and Abeyant Leap exotic armor suspend wave. So that's a buff. Increased base suspend wave travel distance from 20 to 30. Again, another buff. Abeyant Leap, increased suspend wave travel from 30 to 35. Not a dramatic buff, but nevertheless still a buff. And then you've got Prismatic Solar. So again, specifically Solar stuff on Prismatic subclass, and we've got a Consecration. Ignition no longer has a plus 20% bonus damage. Right, so literally just if you're a Consecration Titan, there's literally no reason for you to be on Prismatic anymore. If you're just gonna lose out on 20% damage and a fragment slot.
That's for both. That's Prismatic and Solar. That's not going to make a big difference.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, no, you are absolutely right. So you lose damage either way. So that's a nerf to Consecration by 20%. Alright, so we've got Void. So shield throw melee increases the projectile tracking strength by 70%. That's a pretty, that's quite a high buff. I don't know what difference it's going to make, but obviously, you know, tracking is obviously great. It doesn't increase the damage, but... Then you've got Arc, so Storm's Keep. Benefits no longer stack while standing behind multiple barricades. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, Titans. All right, now we've got Hunters. Oh, Hunters have a lot here.
That's not a nerf, by the way. It's literally just fixing a bug.
Yeah, I know, but the bug was beneficial. So
I can, but like
so
it's not exactly a nerf if like we've been abusing a bug.
yeah, I know.
Like
I mean, but it
that'll
is a
still
nerf.
be okay.
It is an unintentional nerf. Like obviously they don't. It wasn't actually supposed to be in the game. However, statistically, it is less for you. So hunters, we've got gamblers. There's a lot for hunters. Gamblers dodge melee energy return no longer requires dodging. Okay, they mentioned that in the live stream. Prismatic reduce the number of fragment slots provided by the following aspects. So Ascension is 3 to 2, and Winter Shroud is from 3 to 2. Okay. Gunpowder Gamble. This is for prismatic and solar. Reduce self-damaging from gunpowder gamble detonation by 60%. So that's a buff. Final blows of all kinds now grant gunpowder gamble progress instead of just solar kills. Okay, a buff. Okay, so just for solar now for hunters. On your mark aspect, final blows at 3 stacks on your mark now make you radiant for a short time. Activating your class ability now gives you 1 stack of on your mark instead of 3 stacks. Okay, so that's a nerf there. Arc, we've got Ascension, your Ascension aspect. Ascension can now activate the following perks, which is Reaper, Powerful Attraction, Outreach, Distribution, Bomber, and Dynamo. That's your armor mods. And then you've got Exotics, which is Hoyle, class item, and Gryfalcon's Overshield. Cool. All classes, so this is just for everyone. Increased damage versus bosses, mini-bosses, and champions by 15% for these grenades. Flux, Arc Bolt, Flashbang, and Storm. Axiom Bolt, Suppressor, Firebolt, Tripbind, and the Rock Grenade for Forerunner. All damage types, ability energy return from perks and passive regen now scales now scales based on the requisite stat. Okay, yeah, no, I thought they already covered that, which they have, so there's a link there if you guys wanted to check that out. Oh my god, Devourer. So reduce Devourer heal from 200 HP to 140. That is a nerf because I used that. I mean, to be fair, I don't specifically have a Void build. However, I would assume that the verb Devour works on Prismatic as well, right? Okay, so Strand, Suspend, increase the base suspend duration from 5 to 6. Oh my god, okay. Stasis, oh my god, Stasis, oh my god, okay. Okay, it's okay, take deep breaths, it's gonna be okay. Stasis Shatter. Stasis Shatter damage now stuns Overload champions. Okay, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's just changing the champion. It's okay. Dev note. Moving forward, we want to make it clearer how and when weapons can. Okay, don't care about that. That's fine.
It's not just changing the champion. Slow already stuns Overload, right? And Shattering stuns Unstoppable. So with Stasis, you used to be able to do Overload and Unstoppable. Now you can only do Overload on Stasis.
That's fine. That's not that dramatic. I'm okay with that. Alright, and then we've got Arc, which is the Flux Grenade. Significantly reduces base cooldown time, increase projectile size to make it a bit easier to stick to targets. Okay, so generically well, it is a buff. It's just a straight up buff. Ooh, the new reward system. Look at that. We got a little insight as to what to expect here. Some pretty cool looking stuff, right? That shader looks pretty interesting too. It's a new era of Destiny 2, and with that comes exciting updates to our seasonal model. Much like ye olden times, there will be 4 rewards passes available during the Year of Prophecy, and just like before, the cost of these rewards passes is being reduced to 1,000 silver. Okay, great. It needed to be reduced. But what we're really excited to announce is that every rank reward will be available to earn on day 1, no matter having to wait for a new act. Oh, that's cool. We get to just unlock all of them straight away. That's really, really good. Amazing. We've refactored some boosts and added new ones, removing some that were determined to be less than desirable. That's, yeah, good. The new boosts offering comprehensive bonuses that will apply to a wide range of content, as opposed to narrowly boosting specific seasonal content. That's good. So what does that look like? We've got activity score boost now provides a 15% score bonus on all portal activities when fully unlocked. Prime Engram boost increases the possibility of desirable armor and weapon drops from portal activities. They're really incentivizing wanting you to do portal stuff. And then we've got a weekly challenge boost, allowing players to complete their various weekly seasonal hub challenges faster, streamline their access to additional high value rewards. And then we've got probably the most important one, well, in my opinion, which is the XP boost. It has now been refactored to apply a 40% bonus to XP earnings when fully unlocked, alongside 20% bonus to Fire Team member XP. Additionally, the total number of XP boost items that has been reduced to make space for additional rewards. Fine, it's whatever. It is what it is. Secondly, premium track armor rewards have now been reworked so that players will acquire a full set of both PvE and PvP armor, and the free track will offer 5 pieces of split between the two. Oh, okay, that's really good. So literally, like, there's going to be a lot of people wanting to go for either or of these. So just being able to just have them is good. Okay, fine. Thirdly, we took a pass at our reward accolation to ensure that we are providing as much value as possible for all players. The allocation, stupid me, of various free rewards have been increased, and players will be able to acquire more cosmetic rewards within the first 100 ranks of the pass compared to prior season passes. With a return to 4 passes per year, we've reduced the pass ranks down to 110. Why the extra 10, you may ask? Well, they're extra special. So what is the extra 10? Oh, this is the extra 10. That is the extra 10. Okay. While we set out to reduce our overall grind and remove the time gating introduced during episodes, we still wanted to preserve some aspects of the aspirational progression and chase rewards that our larger seasonal passes provided. Okay, fine. These additional 10 ranks are packed with valuable rewards for both free and premium players, requires 500,000 XP each to earn, and can only be acquired through gameplay. While we ensure that the first 100 ranks provide more value than ever before, we hope you enjoy having the additional rewards to chase after reaching rank 100. Alright, and next up we've got Bungie Day is almost here. Yes, what is Bungie Day going to bring us for Destiny 2? I wonder. Or even Marathon, actually. Probably not much. No, we didn't name this day ourselves. Our community did. And we'll have more to share about that day of 7 soon. 7 is Bungie's lucky number. As part of our annual celebration of you, the Bungie Foundation team is back to host another iteration of celebratory chaos as part of their continuing mission to help reduce distress and suffering in children through entertainment, and partner with humanitarian aid and organizations in time of natural disaster and crisis. The team is here to talk about the 7th column, chaos. All right. I'm stuttering a lot because I'm so hungry. I've just got home from work. This has all come out and there's just a lot going on. So I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can. All right, so what we've got here. Hey there, Guardians. Bungie Day is right around the corner and we can't wait to once again celebrate the chaos, competition, and compassion of our Lightkeeper community. Bungie Day officially kicks off on the 7th of the 7th and will run through to the 7th of the 29th. And with its return, the second edition of our 7th column Chaos PvP tournament, 16 teams made up of Bungie Foundation supporters will sweat it out in Crucible, battling through Chaos modifiers to earn bragging rights and bring glory to their NPC mascots. Will the sweeper bot lead dust bunnies and team? Oh, right. Oh, okay. I see what they mean. This is actually the name. Okay, right. I understand now. All right, cool. And we got some Steam summer sales if any of you guys are on PC. So Light and Darkness collection is 85% off. Legacy collection is 90% off. Final Shape and Annual Pass is 80% off. Final Shape Annual Pass upgrade does not include the campaign, is 80% off. We've got the Final Shape as standalone, which is 75% off. And we got 92% off Lightfall, Witch Queen, Beyond Light, Shadowkeep, and Forsaken, which is absolutely insane. That's crazy considering we paid like full price for that back in the day. Anyway, I think that is pretty much it. Oh, happy birthday, Kai. There you go. What a week, huh? Yep, we know it's only Thursday, but shoo, the train toward the edge of fate gets even closer. And we're happy to have you on board. There's only 3 weeks left before the next era of Destiny 2 begins, so start making preparations soon. We see you, bounty hoarders. Well, hint, hint, wink, wink, Max. Reminder, we have another live stream next Tuesday at 10 a.m. PT. That's 6 p.m. for any of us that are in the UK. We hope to see you there. For next week's TWID, we'll be diving into power progression, the portal, economy changes, and our plans for Bungie Day. Okay, that's going to be an interesting TWID, so I'm excited for that. Again, the power progression and the portal and the economy changes. This is basically I believe what they said they're going to be talking about in next week's stream as well, so definitely tune into that. But yeah, an interesting one. Some nerfs there, some buffs there. All in all, I think is generically positive. I don't see anything that stands out here that makes me go, wow, that was such a bad decision. It generically looks good. Actually, you know what? I take that back. The consecration nerf for Titan Solar, I don't actually think that was needed, if I'm just being honest with you. And you might see a consecration Titan out there one tap a yellow bar, and to be honest with you, I think that's fine, because the amount that warlocks can do and the amount of hunters that go out there and do a bunch of crazy shit as well, like, Titans only ever really have one good thing. Their only viable super is T-Crash, for crying out loud. Just give the Titans a break. And I'm not even a Titan main. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, guys. I'm going to throw this all back to you. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? I'd be interested to know from an outside perspective what you actually think of this. Anyway, guys, leave a like on this video. Enjoy watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.